Miki do?
Are you saying you want to give up on the relationship?
Yes.
We're gonna run a half marathon.
What?
Less is more in almost all aspects. Good morning.
Breakfast doop.
This is real breakfast. This is not a dupe.
Vlog doop.
The iPhone, you mean? Anyways,
Vlog
we
doop.
are here getting our favorite breakfast.
Hawaii doop.
We've been trying to be more conscious about like exercising and walking around even when we're in our home city, since we do it pretty well when we're traveling.
Exercise doop.
Exactly. Wow, I'm really proud of you. Do you know why I'm proud of you?
No.
Because there's people around us and you can still like walk. Wow.
Seattle doop.
You really like come a long way. I love that for you.
Miki doop.
You're my dupe.
YouTuber doop.
I don't think you understand the dupe.
Not really.
As many of you know, we don't have a dining table, but we do have this $15, is it 15 or 20? I can't remember. I went to Ross, Dress for Less. I do not want to clean, but I must because it's a Sunday and Sunday is cleaning day, and it just helps make sure that everything gets reset where it should. It's so funny because I asked you guys on Instagram, I was like, I feel like I'm constantly cleaning and my house is still always messy. Do you guys have advice for me? Does anyone else feel like this? And a lot of people said that they felt the same way, and I've actually listened to like a lot of podcasts, been reading a lot of blog posts since then, and as stupid as this sounds, the biggest hack, aka not even a hack, is just to put things away as you use them. And I'm like, that's so stupid, I definitely do that, but if I actually evaluate my actions, I feel like I don't. I often just leave things out, and then because things pile up, it becomes overwhelming, and then I don't do it. So today we're gonna work on just resetting everything. I was really good after I read those podcasts. It was really good for about like a week, and then everything has gone back to normal. So you're gonna clean with me today. stairs will always be the death of me. There's just always stuff piled here because we have no storage in this home. Less is more in almost all aspects of life. And the more stuff I accumulate, the more I'm like, do I even need this stuff? Like, I don't really know. But I have been more conscious about making trips to Goodwill and giving things away, and it's just, I don't know, I think my perspective has changed. Part of me is like, oh, like I want all these material goods because yes, I'm gonna use them, I'm gonna do whatever. Like, let's be honest, I wear the same like 4 outfits every day, and if I'm not gonna use it, I'm not gonna use it, and it has a better place to go to. Why not do that? We have a bit of PR here to organize. So we have some bins. Everything is categorized. I just recently went through and like all the face washes are in the same section. All of the moisturizers are in the same section. And whenever guests come over, I basically just like give them a brand new set to use in the bathroom. So that's been really nice. Tea, guys. Look what I got sent. Oh, I need to organize all. Wow, second time I think these stairs have been cleared. Something I do love doing is putting on a clay mask while I do work. I think I'm gonna use this one today. This one with the Zitstica pour back. I wonder if that's too much. I actually don't know. Oh, I think that's way too much. Oh well. I've been trying to be better about like self-care stuff, and while I'm cleaning, it's just a really great time to just like leave it on. Highly encourage this practice. There's this 成语 in Mandarin called 塞翁失马, which basically it's a story of a guy who has a racehorse, and then the racehorse disappears, and everyone in the village is like, oh, like that's a horrible thing, and he said, you might not know that. And it ended up actually being a blessing in disguise. And then I think the horse came back, and then the villager was like, oh, like that's such a good thing. And he was like, well, you might not know that. Like there might be something bad that might be associated with this. But basically, I live with that philosophy that like any and everything could be a blessing, but take everything with a grain of salt, and just like basically just accept life as it is kind of policy. You know, like, is it the most ideal thing that we have a smaller house that doesn't have a ton of storage? Maybe, because everything gets cleaned pretty easily, which I don't think can really be a negative. Business trip without me next week. He's gonna spend Valentine's Day with somebody else. He's leaving me on Valentine's Day.
I have my presentation on Valentine's Day.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I agree. You're not supporting me.
I'm not being supported either.
I agree.
I'll just spend Valentine's Day.
I go to all your conferences.
I don't have any like boring conferences.
Boring? You can't go to the...
I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. I just don't think I would have a good time. How do you feel about our relationship? Do you think it's, with 10 being the best it's ever been and 1 being the worst it's ever been, where would you put our relationship?
6.
6?
That's too high?
What complaints do you have?
0 is the worst it's ever been?
Yeah.
It's never been that bad.
Wait, so you'd put it at a 6?
Yeah, what about you?
So you think our relationship is not doing well then?
It's okay.
It's okay.
We could do better.
What complaints do you have? Let's hear it.
We could do better.
What are your complaints?
The hard to play the 2-player games with you.
Should we talk about this?
Not today.
Not today. We already knew I was a sore loser. You're kind of a sore loser too.
I'm okay.
You're
like
less
a real...
you're less sore than me, but you're also a sore loser.
Well, now I feel relieved when you win.
You're hella annoying. Whenever I play the 2-player games, you, instead of focusing on your own initiatives, focus on screwing other people over.
Well, that's how 2-player works.
A dick move. I never do that to you.
2 players is 0
I think you should focus on yourself instead of focusing on other people.
Oh my gosh, this is... It's too hard.
The relationship is too hard. Are you saying you want to give up on the relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one? The one where we play games.
Do you have a mistress in Orlando? Is that why you're leaving me for Valentine's Day?
Yes. Clearly. I invite you to come with me to visit her together.
I'm not into
You said it was
Oh, there's more than that? Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I'm braving the winter cold.
It's
to
pretty
take out
warm
the recycling.
today.
Yeah, it's like 47 today. You can take out the trash though. That's you. I'll do the recycling.
That's a Kevin trash job.
Yes. Trash is for boys only.
Recycling is for women.
Yeah. I'll take this one out for you out of the kindness of my heart.
There's a bunch of
Okay,
recycling. You're gonna probably change your mind when you go downstairs.
Probably.
Bye, Santa.
Okay, we have some leftovers for lunch. Yesterday we went to this like Singaporean, Malaysian, Thai food market in Seattle that recently opened, but we have some, I think this is basically oyster pancake. This was in a clay pot, so it's like sausage, pork belly, and this is really, really spicy.
Spicy pork, like whatever.
Shall we eat? Do you want to tell them what happened?
It's fine. My brother is writing this like essay for this competition.
I've been telling Kevin that like...
I'm too mean.
No. It's not that you're mean. The best way for someone to receive feedback, like nobody can listen when they're super heated or upset, right? So you have to like provide criticism in a way that like the person feels like you're on their side, right?
What if I'm not on?
What'd you get?
I got us Valentine's Day cards to write.
Didn't my neighbor told you a card?
Yeah. They're the like limited edition like pop-up cards.
Oh my god, there's 2 of each one.
There's 10 cards.
Stop! Look at this! I will link them in the description box below
I don't think there's any more left.
In case there's any in stock. Stop! Why is this so cute? Oh my god, we did 30 minutes of cardio. Well, I did 30, Kevin did 20, and nearly died. I'm really sad because on Google, like not Google, on Apple Fitness, it tells you your cardio health measured by your VO2 max, and I have always been, so there's
High.
There's low, average, high, and above. Like
above average and
super high basically, and I've always been in the super high, and this is the first time I've not been in the super high, so I'm now motivated. We're gonna run a half marathon.
What?
You and me.
Why do you have to include me?
You're like, why do I have to suffer?
Yes.
We're going to the supermarket that's right next to my favorite post office to go to, and the reason it's my favorite post office is because, are we in San Francisco right now? Is because there's this really cute old Asian man who works there.
And lady,
and it is the most pleasant experience. You know how going to the post office is one of the most worst, like you have to stay there for like 30 minutes, they take forever. Like they're just so pleasant, and they try to make your experience as good as it can be. In that same way, I'm sure that as nurses, as like a nurse and a doctor, like there are people at our work that we impact in that way, and I think that's really special, you know, like every day, like day to day, it's like really hard, and sometimes it's hard to keep the bigger picture in mind, but even if they don't know our names, like
I think it's hard as nurses and as residents because we don't have as much longitudinal care, I feel like, as the attendings. Like we see a lot of inpatients, which is like the time that they're struggling the most, and we don't see them in the outpatient follow-up setting. So
I do get, like, where I work, we get a lot of feedback from our patients who just write to us and tell us like, oh, like this was truly the best experience I've ever had getting a procedure done, you know, and
I've only seen like a few of my patients in the post-op setting, and the ones that like message me because we've got
Yeah.
close, and they would update me on stuff, and I would look up their charts. But it's very limited as a resident.
I think we are going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for